Bring it, dripping.
Oh, natural 20!
Whoa! Okay, right. So you are knocked back 10 feet, and your robes are actually wrenched off you. So they're pulled. You know how they're surrounding you like armor of bones. They're actually wrenched backwards, and you're just water is flowing through you as all this wave is pushed ahead of this elemental.
Right.
And so you're actually stripped of that armor.
Right, I'm currently naked.
And you're naked.
Are you okay?
I'm naked and angry.
Welcome everybody to
Hello.
another Dicestormers game. It's going to be fantastic and exciting, and I'm very excited about this particular game. Thank you for all your comments and liking and subscribing and everything. We really, really like that. And if this game's not too appalling, then please don't unsubscribe. No, really do subscribe because that'll be great.
Don't say the U word.
The U word.
That's
Don't blow around
That's something we
lyrics,
should
guys.
mention. Cool. This is a continuation of the Under the Things.
Hey, that's a U word.
We have
Under the gods.
Under the gods.
Under the gods.
Under the gods. Fantastic. And we're picking up this game pretty much at the end of the game that's called Under the Ghost and Ghosty Skies things.
Yeah, Ben watched a lot of that.
Ben is up to date.
You tell us what it's
I've got it here. It's called.
Because I put a lot of work into that game.
Under the Ghost Storm. That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else. I didn't.
Where the characters Rastos and Jataya possibly changed the course of the entire region irrevocably, and so we're just going to watch that because it's so awesome.
Oh, hang on, we're going to cut this into the actual film.
We can do that. Yeah. We have been manipulated, but it is not our fault. The course of history is twisting and turning despite us trying to hold on to it. And this is certainly at the very least the lesser of two evils. She is a power of life and of vitality and greenness. And besides, I'm sick of all this sand. Come, Jataya.
I'm going to try holding my breath and see how long I can hold my breath for as a not actually living, no heart beating creature.
Cool, so about a couple of hours later, you start to get a bit bored.
So we can just walk there along the seafloor.
A la Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean. We don't actually need to swim or find a boat or anything complicated. We can just
and-
walk to the island.
Any of your crew. At all.
Let's do it!
I put my arm around my brother in crime, and we
just walk into the ocean.
into the ocean.
Cool. Alright. You walk into the ocean, and it's a wonderful thing. You've never experienced anything like this before.
Yeah,
You
this is
don't have to
awesome.
make swim rolls or anything.
That's lucky.
But as you come up onto the island area, as it rises, moving past octopi and fish and coral reefs,
Wading through reeds.
and a fisherman who just gives you strange
Fishery.
looks as he sits there fishing into the surf.
Watching skeletons and
you
zombies.
My zombies come with me.
You emerge up towards the island as it rises, as the land rises up out of the water, and you come up. The all floats overhead, doesn't even touch the water. It just follows you, which is a strange sight of itself. And you arrive there where the hands are outclasped and just touching the water's edge. And you reach up and grab it for the first time.
Yeah.
And you touch it, and you feel the rippling of the water on this thing. And you
draw it
place
down.
And you place it into the hands of the statue itself. And for a moment, nothing. And then the hands clasp closed on this thing, and it drops it down into the water. And when it drops it, it's like the heaviest object in the world dropping into it, and the explosion of waves rise up into the air, hundreds of meters into the sky, and there's a rumbling sound as the water parts around you, and you see down through the valley that an answering explosion of water rises up past the mountains.
Cool.
And the whole place begins to shake. Water crashes down all around you and surrounds you completely, and you don't need to actually hold your breath or anything, but you move up to the surface to see what's going on, and water rushes down through the valley, just washes away the town that was above there, and completely swamps the entire countryside. Trees burst up on either side, completely destroying any of the buildings that were left, and the whole place starts to grow all around it with grass and foliage and shrubbery.
Oh, I liked that tavern.
Water from out to sea, a tidal wave crashes down to meet this water as an answer to it, and they smash together, and you guys are tumbled and tossed into the waves.
Fantastic.
And you feel yourselves just spinning, and up and down become meaningless concepts to you. You hear a voice in your head as you shifts. You have released me. Make your request. Life or death.
Life.
So be it. And you feel the water go straight into your body, and it's down your throat, and it seems to just spill out through your whole body, making contact with your skin inside, and you feel the energy just pulse through, and your heart starts beating, and you feel the
Now we need
energy.
to breathe.
And you're underwater trying to get up. Make a roll to see if you can breach the surface.
Is this a swim roll?
This is a swim roll to see if you can break through.
19!
You pull yourselves up and burst out, and so you
14.
You both burst up out of the water as the waves are still just rocking, and the ocean is churning, and you splutter out, and you're on the surface itself.
Woohoo! Surface of the ocean or the river? I'm not
Surface of
really
the
sure where we
ocean.
ended up.
The ocean itself.
Okay.
You're in the estuary between the two, in the brackish water of the two as they meet.
Swim to shore.
Yeah.
To the shore.
You
I swim to
splutter
shore.
and swim to the shore, and even as you step out there, vines are growing up and along the surfaces of everything, and this whole place is being transformed right before your eyes.
Is the town gone?
The town is completely
The
gone.
fishermen?
The fishermen are completely gone. The whole place is completely
Wow.
devastated. But life has returned to the desert of Enduin,
Wow.
and you guys are responsible for it.
Woohoo! I don't know how I feel about all this.
So you're standing on the shore, Jataya, with Erastus. You're both drenched in salt water, and of course it starts to rain. What else would it do? It starts to rain heavily, and you're just standing there. As we said, there's this town just slightly up the coast that's completely just tsunami. You've seen the pictures on television before. It's all washed out to sea.
I watched that movie the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible.
Which one?
The movie.
One about the tsunami.
Is it good worth seeing?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Anyway.
Rastus looks up out to sea, and he just clasps his head and he says, "What have we done?" And he falls to his knees. You suddenly feel like you're hit by a steam train. Hunger and cold and shiveriness and the wounds that are in your body. Every real palpable sensation suddenly returns to you, like you're struck by a wall of sensation, and you have this. You're so tired, and you're so starving. You can barely do about it. You're sort of wheeling around looking for some sort of solution. Erastus is there, on his knees, enraptured by the sea and confused. You know there's probably some towns. You know there's probably a couple of towns further up the coast.
Yeah.
The towns are dotted along this coastline. There's so much trade goes out to sea and back again. You know there's food there, and you're almost taken by an inhuman urge to just go to the town straight away. Meanwhile, your three characters, who we'll introduce in a moment, have made your way down to a coastal town.
Yes.
In order for trade or whatever, and you hear
Got all the
this incredible boom sound, like the heaviest object that could ever fall onto a massive, heavy iron floor has crashed down. The ground shakes, and you hear claps of thunder in the distance that would sort of rend the sky.
Hang on, the what?
Claps of thunder rendering
Claps
what?
of thunder rendering the sun.
Hindering.
You guys turn your
All
heads
the birds died.
and look out to sea, and you see this the darkest storm cloud you've ever seen off in the distance, and you're like, whoa,
It's raining. in this
storm's
place.
coming.
Has
And
rained
he,
here.
do you just introduce your character, Jataya, Johnny?
Oh, that's confusing.
Jataya, Johnny?
Yes. So Jataya is a warrior. He's been in many a battle. He's clad in dragon hide from a dragon that he slew.
Hang on. I'm going to defend myself at the moment, I'm afraid.
You're not here yet. And we slew. And he has a sword which has the power of fire within
Yes.
it, which is kind of his trademark.
Which you activate by dragging along the ground.
Yeah, sort of
Something.
friction activated. to
Very
kind of
cool.
Ignite the heat. in it.
Excellent. And he's a fighter?
He is very much a fighter.
Everyone's level 7 tonight?
Correct.
And new areas of Pathfinder, quite a big lift in the sorts of foes that you might be tending to encounter if you were to encounter balance encounters. Which is not necessarily true, that's right. It's goblins all the way tonight. Nathan, your character, Marcus Rutherford.
Marcus Rutherford. He's a rather large gentleman. He has a leotard of +1 dance.
That's all there.
So I'm a dancing bard. I specialise when I whip it. I whip it good. I have a +2 whip, which I've recently found. I am the Dragon Slayer.
That's right. Marcus Rutherford, the Dragon Slayer.
I do D3 damage -1, and I slew the dragon with my last flick of the whip.
Yeah. Might have been helped by the fact that Jataya was in the dragon's belly, hacking
right.
at it from the inside.
That's
If
right.
you're eaten by the dragon, you don't count. I killed it with a whip. So Marcus Rutherford is by far the glue that keeps this crew together. He also is extremely. He's kind of a magician at trade. You know, does little tricks every now and then, but you know, most of the time people are just impressed by his dance moves.
Keep the children happy.
Look, I just keep it real.
And what are you
Keep it
doing?
grounded.
What are you doing in this coastal town?
Well, we actually got a
Tabletop.
mine, so I've been at the mine collecting it, and I've brought with me a caravan
Yeah.
full of all the stuff we found in the mine, which I'll probably roll for later.
Yeah.
And I won't spell it. Unfortunately, I'm there to trade, not to boost my character's starting income.
So you and Melodonna have come down to divest yourselves of some mining type stocks.
Well, look, I've come down. She's just joined me. I thought I'll go out and
There's a
shape
sharp,
up.
there's a sharp pricking pain, and like a stitch has come loose in your leotard of dance that I have cut.
Tell us about that.
Belladonna is well on her way to becoming a banshee. She is a wronged lover. She once was in a relationship with a fae, and that fae did her bad, and she basically has sworn to Pharasma that she will be against fae and against men who do their women wrong forevermore. She is clothed, as you can see, in basically green bits of ribbon.
Look, you can see her ass crack.
She is an inflicting oracle, and has the bones revelation and the tongue's curse. So when she goes into combat mode, she only speaks Aklo, which is the language of the Fae.
That's right.
Which is really unique when we're like, go over there! So, John.
Tell us about you.
My name is Castiel Farlooker, and I'm an Elven Ranger, and I have a few problems with my sight. In that I have, what is it called?
Long-sighted.
I'm long-sighted, so I have
Six.
trouble seeing anything
So
close
you get a
up.
bonus if it's further away than
And
30 feet.
a pretty bad negative if it's too close. So that's been my issue, but I work through my disability.
That's right.
And
It's a challenge, not a disability.
It is a challenge, yeah. And it makes recognizing people difficult. And that's my character.
And what are you doing down in this seaside town? The seaside town of Jeddah.
Well, I found out that my opportunity in the previous town that I was in the Translands, was in Aristotle as well. It pretty much dried up because we killed everything, and I got really annoyed with a Little Red Riding Hood figure.
Yep.
So I got out of there as quick as I could, and I'm seeking my fortune all in the coastal lands where there's good trade.
Still wondering. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think I probably was going to meet Jataya down here at some stage.
Well, you just might. What's Jataya going to do?
Jataya's going to get some food. It's sort of no other option.
So you just walk off up the coast towards where you think the closest town might be?
Yeah, in a bit of a sort of a trance-like state. Maybe slightly different to the trance-like state of Rastus, who seems to be in sort of a rapturous trance. I'm more in a hunger trance.
Fantastic.
It's just sort of desperate.
Rastus actually proves immovable and is on the beach in the mud, worshipping Ava and repenting of what he's done to this town, all the people he's killed. And although you try and drag him along, because you know he'll be feeling just the same as you, he proves immovable, and you abandon him, I suppose, and trudge off.
Do you abandon him?
Do you abandon him, or do you drag him?
Let's roll the dice, yes or no?
Yeah. Roll the yes.
Driven by inhuman hunger.
Yeah, it's not a sort of a decision. It's just I can't think about anything except needing to eat.
So imagine a tsunami's come up across on the land and a whole lot of it's run down again. There's, as we said in the last game, there's life sprouting out of the ground. You know, like in time-lapse photography. And you're trudging along, going squelch in half-foot deep mud while little plants grow out and grab your feet and then tear.
Are any of them edible?
You scare them off with your
that big red one.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What you need is a ranger who knows a little bit about nature.
Oh, but where am I going to find a ranger?
You
I can't see anything.
You won't be able to identify what the food is.
It looks red.
It's red.
Right. You tear some out and try and eat it, but you wouldn't know this is the stuff. You spit it out again. You're unsure.
You got a healing potion, you'll be fine.
I do.
You eventually off in the distance see Jatha coming. Do you want to have a lift this up? Jatha coming up over the.
Oh, it's a town.
There's a ring on it.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
A series of
Ring
white
blocks.
blocks.
Which are about to
I think something magical is about to happen.
come to life. Bing.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. That's a thing of beauty.
If only they lined up.
That's pretty good.
That's really
That's
good.
fabulous.
That is fabulous.
You come trudging Jataya onto the docks. Do you guys want to place yourselves sort of on the docks doing business somewhere or other? That's inside that building there, so maybe on the docks. So you guys are negotiating maybe with a guy.
PC? Can we have the Velociraptor?
Jataya, you actually arrive here maybe, and maybe there's food stands here.
Oh, I'm buying.
You got
I'm
money.
probably not even buying. I'm probably just taking.
That's right.
It's just like
I can't come up with.
Guys, where's land? I can't see it.
So you're actually at the food cart just taking food, and the guy's and you look up with sort of like you're dead walking almost, except not strictly speaking.
I was though.
You were.
Very recently, I was dead walking, so I know that look.
Yeah, that's right. So he sort of stands
Lean
there,
and hungry
and you're just grabbing food and shoving it in your mouth. Fantastic. And Castile, where would Castile be?
like Pirates of the Caribbean, he comes sailing in on a sinking ship.
the other ship's gonna sink.
Maybe you're sitting at the end of the dock staring off into the distance.
Fishing. I can fish.
Oh, nice.
Long distance.
Fishing, that's right.
Fishing, you don't need to be able to see.
Yes, casting.
Do it by feel.
With my boat.
You see the fish like 60 meters off the shore and you just
But you can't get them. You shoot them, there's a pile of fish with arrows in them.
fleeting fish with arrows, but no way of calling them.
So yes, John's character Castile is down by the dock fishing for fish that are far away only, and there's people scattered around. You've stumbled in this situation. You're gorging yourself on this poor man's stuff.
Can I just say that there's gonna miniatures everywhere.
And people will never know because we didn't mention it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Cool.
This as
Oh my god. What did you do? Alright.
We're pulling back the curtain and showing you behind us.
As you walked up the coast, you noticed this area that had been affected, as we described, by this growth of life, actually is limited to sort of several miles wide, like this swathe. And you actually came to a point on the beach where the growth that was grabbing at your ankles is actually slowing a little bit. And you can almost keep a pace with it for a while. And very strangely, you're walking along and you can see sort of just ahead of you actually see clear ground, and behind you can see it coming. And then it actually slows and slows and slows, but it's still coming. But it's going slower than you walking, and you leave it behind. Behind you is this enormous storm, which is in fact spreading out faster, and it actually catches you. And as you enter Jadtha, it actually starts to rain in Jadtha.
What's the name?
Jadtha. That's the name of this seaport town, which is big into trading. You can see these docks, big high docks. It's quite low tide, and you see ships sitting, bobbing in the harbour, and people calling out for trade. You see some people negotiating up that way. Who knows? Do you all know each other? You all adventured
I
together?
don't know.
I know everyone, but I think I'm the only one who does.
Yeah, I don't know Belladonna.
No.
I don't know. I know her now.
Yeah, no, you do know Belladonna.
You know Belladonna, and so does Johnny.
Another strap of the leotard.
Okay,
It's looking more like a hospital gown at the
some
moment.
of my muffins falling out. Ooh, I can't jiggle to my level.
-1.
How am I always going to give you a good hope now?
At that moment, there's a cry out from someone on the docks. What's that? What's that thing? And if anyone wants to look around,
I look around.
I'd like to look around.
I'm too busy cutting his leotard.
coming up across the ocean towards the town are these waves in the water. It looks like a weird sort of narrow wave, but as it comes closer and closer, it actually rises up out of the water and is hurtling along towards the town. Several of them, in fact, are closing in on the docks.
That one's drunk.
The storm around this one's like a water spout with the clouds spooning down and drawing it up out of the water, actually enlivening and bringing the water to life. It's like a water spout, like a small twister. And there's three of these things hurtling towards the docks. What do you do?
Are they that close? Because I can't see.
No, they're quite a long way away. Yes.
I noticed they have no legs. I get really worried.
This guy turns around and says, "What in God's name is that?" And you see people start to scream, and the wind is actually beginning to whip up around on the docks, and the slick boards are covered in water.
Can I? Is there anything to tie a rope to here?
Yes,
that you can
the
see.
docks. Yeah, they're all boards separated of docks. So yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick tie a rope
Tie
to
yourself
myself, and then start firing with my bow.
Excellent.
Fire at the water.
Fire at the water.
Yeah. Whatever it is, there's something big underneath. Is what my thinking is.
So you do that. Excellent. What do
be a
you
whale.
do? You're sort of feeling somewhat filled by apples and rolls or whatever you've been stealing.
Just anything. A pig, I think. I think a guy has a pig on his.
You're just taking chunks out of the pig. You see
Bacon.
this coming? What do you do?
I take a couple more things and put them in my pocket, and then I'm gonna see if there's any high ground. Is there any high ground?
Yeah, no. This is all sort of bayou kind of like for ages and ages. It's all big docky things over mud flats. It's quite deep water here, but over here it's
And this is sort of more like this, is it?
No. They're about
This is the
big.
size, yeah. So we're not worried about it swamping the entire
No.
area.
We've got this terrible music and there's a slight ripple coming towards us.
It's not a tsunami on a big. That's what looks weird about it. It looks like a little contained lump.
Yeah, something like a whale or something.
Yeah,
something
I
tasty.
think the cyclone is more of our problem.
Yeah.
But what do you do? You're doing. I know exactly what I do.
What do you do?
I start dancing.
I drop my clothing,
Oh,
Wait, is that tap dancing I hear? It
and
must
then I
be.
put on my +3 leotard to actually get a good AC, and start assessing the situation.
Excellent.
Sounds epic.
So these things come hurtling towards the town, towards this dock area, and this one is the first to hit. So this thing rises up.
I activate my armor of bones.
Fantastic. Good. This guy runs. He goes, ah! Bursting through.
Cast Cat's
All right,
Grace.
good deal. You cast Cat's Grace. Any last actions anyone wants to
For a
do?
second, I can see.
I see you guys.
I'm gonna notch an arrow.
Notch an arrow, so you should-
Really attack.
The wind is twisting and whipping, and it's like the wind is driving these shapes towards you. Everyone roll initiative, and let's see what order we go in. Got our initiative cards over there.
25.
Fourth time. Can I have a new D20, please?
Ooh. Might not want to use that one.
Can you put 2 and 3 together at 14?
12 for me.
Who's doing initiative? Are you doing the initiative?
Who's
Yeah.
got them?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. Let John do it.
Mario does.
That's good.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So 2 and 3, the two monsters are at 14,
Yep.
and the big
5.
one, number 1, is at 6.
Do this one. Sorry, at 6.
At 6.
What are you at?
A 1 plus 3.
4.
4. Okay. What are you at, John?
I'm at 12.
Cool. I'm at 25.
What?
Yeah.
Get a +6.
19 plus 6, yeah. Cool.
Fantastic. Who's first?
Me!
What do you do?
I'm...
Let's say they've reached that position. This one's about to crest over the top of the
Okay,
town.
cool.
Do we know that everyone's here?
No, just you.
No,
and I.
you don't know that
we're
yet.
just you and I. I'm going to come to the edge of this thing and I'm going to cast magic stones. My little pebbles.
Excellent.
Where do you keep those magic stones?
Any 3 pebbles.
So where do you keep
I've got little belt pouches.
No, you
Curled in the ends of my ribbons. There are little.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
But I could have picked them up as I walked.
So
Any 3 pebbles.
turn the card over straight away so we can see who it is each time.
Monster.
Number 2 and 3. Excellent. So these 2 ones hurtle in. They hurtle in. This one comes crashing like a wave over the top of the dock and sort of rises up, taking out boxes and stands and things like that as they're washed off on either side of the dock. This one comes flying in. 1, 2, 3. This boat sort of is hit by this massive wave, and this comes crashing up. It's like a fist comes out of this spinning wall of water and thrashes towards this impudent bitch who's standing on the dock.
Bring
And
it,
it's
Drippy.
been an
So glad you got the 3 pebbles
That is
now.
lucky.
Bring it, Drippy.
What kind of attack is that? Bashing.
No.
Whoa! Okay, right. So you are knocked back 10 feet, and your robes are actually wrenched off you. So they're pulled. You know how they're surrounding you like armor of bones. They're actually wrenched backwards, and you're just water is flowing through you as all this wave is pushed ahead of this elemental.
Right.
And so you're actually stripped of that armor.
I'm currently naked.
And you're naked.
Are you okay?
I'm naked and angry.
You also take 14 points of damage
Yep.
as you're just pummeled by, crashed into and washed across the slippery deck.
Cool.
Excellent. Next. So turn to the next one
Next
and
monster.
then take it
Oh,
away.
that's 2
Yep. So
monsters.
that's 2 or
That's
3
both
that'll go
monsters.
together.
John.
Yeah, that's me.
And then,
I'm going
so
to.
this thing's rising up.
So yeah. What do I know about water elementals? I mean, arrows aren't going to do much, are they?
Give me a knowledge.
It's too close.
From this distance, you know
It's
that.
sort of a blurry kind of thing to me, yeah.
You reckon firing an arrow?
I think fire an arrow would be a fantastic
Yeah,
idea. I
absolutely.
brace myself,
Yeah.
and then I fire an arrow.
Can you fire 2 actually?
Fantastic. Yep. AC 21.
I hit, and
Excellent.
I hit.
Excellent. The arrows crash into it with somewhat effect, but it seems like they pass through a little bit. But you seem like you're damaging it.
I did 21 points of damage.
21. Okay, so there's 2 separate arrows. So
Yep.
it's only 11. Yeah. Okay, good. So the effect is a little bit limited, but you're definitely tearing off. It's like this thing is held together with the force and will of of some sort of god.
Cool.
And that force and will, it holds it together in spite of your arrows, but it's still weakened. Fantastic. Who's next? The
biggie.
excellent.
Bring
this,
it.
This
The one is
right,
right.
this one.
Bring
Right,
it.
this one, yep. Excellent.
I do not feel water.
The arrows crash in as this thing rises up, and the water just one of those big massive wall and it smashes into you.
Oh, it's a little shower. It's a little sprinkle.
Just a little
I
sprinkle.
do not fear it until it rolls a natural 20.
Oh, 17
No.
is not enough to hit you. So actually, it's just like it sort of crashes and turns aside and smashes into the front of this boat, and the water crashes and its body crashes in the front of this boat and wood splinters fly everywhere. Excellent. Next.
I want to ride that
Me.
wave. Do we have a surfboard around anywhere?
Ah.
We're gonna ride this thing.
Alright, I'm gonna fire a couple arrows in similar
This
fashion.
thing is like a wave flowing across the top of the deck. Very weird looking.
So, I think, what would you say
AC 21.
they both hit?
Woo! Damage reduction 5 on any arrows.
So that's 13, and that's 4.
So that's minusing the minuses.
Oh, sorry, what were the minuses?
Minus 5 off each damage.
So one of them is 8, and the other one's nothing.
Excellent. Oof. Okay, cool. So yeah, one of your arrows is just like it's like it falls into the water and floats around and is whipped around by this vortex and flies off
Come on, Marcus.
purposelessly, and the other one, a little flash of blue energy. Yes.
A hiss of steam.
Who's next? Go, 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 go.
Me.
Oh, roll.
You got anything to scrape against it?
No. Oh,
Be creative.
arrows don't.
Okay, what your character does.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to think that there's a backside to this thing that would be better to fight against.
Yep.
So I'm going to hanging on, jump down, swing on the edge
Cool.
with the whip.
Yep.
Because he pulls his whip out, goes,
Yep.
swings down, and then jumps up and lands like
On the
that.
boat. Excellent. So this thing is like this massive vortex of spinning water, which just crashed into Belladonna, who's hurled back, and then you sort of go whoa, and like you're actually basically jumping out of the way so you don't get hit by it, swinging around, you land on the
Jump
boat.
away, get the whip,
Excellent.
and then swing around to the
That's
side.
cool.
Fantastic.
Okay, and from that, I start dancing. No, I'm going to hit it with my whip, right?
Excellent. Yep.
Which, let's hope it's good. It's going to be an arcane strike,
Yep.
which is awesome because it might do some damage.
AC. This one's the big one. It's AC. Yes, 21. Oh, the others are only
18, 19, hits it.
Yep. Fantastic.
Okay, so 18 or a 19, I hit it.
Hang on. What's your attack bonus?
Oh no!
Plus 3.
Wow.
It's like the
That's the other one.
other die.
Melee attack.
I don't like
I
You
don't
attack
think
it's
it's
an
nice. I think
ally
it's
within
you.
reach, and it's a critical threat. You must roll. See if you hit Belladonna. What's your AC?
She's not in
Belladonna?
range.
Huh?
She's not in range. It's
She's
15
not in
feet.
range. She's not in range. Okay, so you can't hit Belladonna. Fantastic. Okay, next.
That'd be me.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm standing there buck naked and looking even more beautiful, and I don't even need to cast Eagle's Splendor.
Fantastic.
And so I've still got these 3 magic pebbles in my hand, but I want to combine the 2, and I'm going to basically talk to this water element again. You touched me without my permission. Shove the magic stones at it whilst bestowing a curse.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Can I do that?
Oh, I'll let you do that.
Fantastic. All right, so the magic stones.
Yep.
Am I shoving all 3 or just one?
I'll let you take with one, I guess.
Just
Yeah.
one? Yep. All right. Cool. So the magic
This one's
stones.
the big one. Its AC is 21.
Yep.
No.
No, that'll be not enough. 14.
Ooh, no.
And for the curse.
Bestow curse.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't say it's an attack. It says will negates.
Yep. So it's a will save. Yep. Okay. What's the DC?
The DC is 17.
17. Will save. Oh, 21. It nails it. Whoa.
That's 2 20s.
It is two
The
20s.
GM rolls 20s.
Can I just roll?
Yeah,
I
and my
rolled 5
partner-
ones.
Did I get my plus? I got my flank bonus today? No, I'm still
Oh,
18.
yeah. So you are actually you
Yeah.
shove this thing, and you're actually being forced back.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah,
panicking. She's a mess. She does look beautiful indeed.
Yeah, and
glistening and wet. But you're so off balance
Yeah, yeah,
and
easy,
tripping
easy.
and splinters in the sort of from the boards and everything. So you can't get yourself together.
Easy.
Next. Right, 2 and 3 are two small ones, which are these two, is that right? Yep, and they're
No,
together.
Isn't these two together?
Yeah, no, that's the big one. I got confused. So it had
Oh,
to go
okay, so
out
this
of
one's
turn.
going to have an extra go.
No, now they're getting their
So
turn.
you go.
So this one comes hurtling towards you, Jataya,
Mhm.
and thrashes out with a 27.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. And does 9 damage, crashing into you. It's like a fist comes out of this wall of water that rises up.
I
The
fall
other
back
one-
into the fruit.
You fall back into the fruit and eat some.
All sort of rolls out.
Oh, yeah. Plus
It's
it's
always a fruit. Then yeah.
Is it 11s?
Yeah. Lemon's rolling along the dock.
The other one steams up across this boat here.
Don't forget to tackle opportunity.
Yeah, don't get attack up.
Yeah! Tearing boards and things like that.
Okay, cool. Attack. I attack it, and I miss.
You miss. And then it twists up here.
Actually, 21. 21. I hit it.
21
Is it
hits.
21?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little one. It's AC is
No,
only
no,
18.
it's only 5. But you got damage reduction 5. Yeah.
Damage reduction 5, yeah.
still
It twists around and crashes into you in the order of 22.
No.
No. Oh.
I'd skillfully,
What's your AC?
nimbly done 23 with
Oh,
categories.
wow.
So it sort of rises up. Maybe you duck under as it flies over, yeah. And crashes back into the sea just as it's leaving there. Fantastic. Next.
Both of them.
Yep.
That would be.
And then after
Yeah.
that, it's my
Ew.
big one. Yep.
There is splinters of
No, the big one's head is go.
there's
Yeah.
splinters of wood flying up from the boat, yeah?
Yes.
That crash into
Yes.
it. So I'm going to grab a plank from midair, grab around, and stab this thing in the back with one of the planks, jumping onto its back and surfing the thing! Okay?
Surfing, baby.
I'm gonna
Fantastic.
surf
And
this
hurt
elemental.
surfing.
And it was invented.
Surfing. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get, because
What's
that's
my
so
jam?
awesome. I'm gonna. Oh, look. What are you gonna do? Acrobatics or something?
I don't know, yeah, acrobatics work.
Yeah. Do you have acrobatics? I'm gonna
I
give you a
do.
+5 because it's such a great idea.
Yeah, 30 something. No.
Do
yeah,
some
30.
damage. Do some like 1d6 damage as well. +4 or whatever. Plus your strength bonus. What's your strength bonus? Oh, so no damage.
5, 6.
So you're
one
on top.
point of damage.
You're on top of it now,
But
surfing.
you didn't do any damage.
I did 1 point, isn't it damage taken 5?
Yes,
I
you're
did
right.
1.
That's right. 1 point of damage.
I grazed the water.
And yours, John.
Excellent.
Dude, right.
So you're back on the fruit.
I'm back on the fruit. I'm gonna. Oh, what do we got here? I'm gonna draw my sword. I think it's time.
Well, yes. Drag it along the dock and see what happens.
So this thing has crashed up against you. Let's say it's flowing back like a wave receding.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of
So I'm draw my sword and I'm gonna kind of
run at it.
run at
Yep.
this thing, dragging my sword
you like
behind me.
flint on the inside of your scabbard, so when you draw it,
I know.
Oh, that's a great
I
idea.
need you.
But it's so much more cool if he uses
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah, using
who's
bow.
that?
Yeah, you see
Dude,
me.
That's right.
I
You're
can
the only
totally
one
see
who
you.
can see me.
Righteous.
And yeah, I'm just gonna swing at this thing mightily.
Fantastic.
Mighty sword.
Go for it. AC 18.
I hit
Yeah.
easily.
That's my powerful.
Let's see, what do I do?
Stokers.
Oh, this is I need all these D6s.
It's like 6 to
The trouble with this moment is we don't know each other.
8.
So
You two don't know each other.
well, I know Chitaya.
18 what, plus 1 fire damage. Do I do fire damage or water?
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they don't
Is
like.
that extra?
Susceptibility. Let's say double damage. Yeah.
So 2 instead of 1.
So
And
820
roll one.
total, is it?
Yeah, 20 total.
20. So -5 because of damage reduction. Is that right?
So 15.
So 15. Ooh, that's
Much better than the arrows.
Absolutely. So you see this burst of sparks.
Oh, and I can't.
And, oh, who is that? Someone
Oh, I can
effective.
see even better from a distance.
I can
Yeah, you can
It's
see who I
Chitaya.
am.
even I I'd be able to see from over here.
You would. You notice a certain distinctive sparking and a cry.
Someone successfully killing a creature! It must be Jataya!
Who's next? Oh, it's the big one, number 1.
Well, no, because he had his turn at the beginning of this round.
No, I actually gave him to these two. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been mixed round.
It's been mixed round.
Oh. So he should have been before me.
He's switched. He's just this one and that one have switched in position in this round. Yeah.
No, because this one started this round by attacking.
Okay, let's skip his turn then.
Yeah.
Who's next?
That would be. Well, it started this round by attacking me.
Oh, okay.
Because I tried to attack it, but then immediately
So
attacked me.
Yeah. So it does follow it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Rutherford.
I'm trying to work out what I can do to this thing. Because
You could whip it.
Just
Because you know how you killed that dragon, how amazing you were.
Yeah,
Just do the same thing.
Do the same
It's
thing.
not like it
with-
has 95 hit points or anything.
I'm so glad I'm
Or the
with
fact
you.
that the most I can do is D3 minus 1 with my whip.
And it's
It has-
got
and it has damage reduction 5, which means it'll be reduced to 1 every time. So you have to hit it 95 times.
Yeah. On a D6, he gets 1. He gets 6 maximum in this.
And it
one.
can put out, sort of a bit of damage.
Okay, cool. I go like this and get my hand and I slap it with touch of gracelessness. See if this thing can fall over.
I think you've got to leap into it and grab it.
I'll just jump
Yeah.
into it.
Hey, the vulnerable spot. It's a.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah, it's
Is that a will save? Is that a will save?
That one there is DC 16 Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Yeah.
It gets 24.
That'll do it.
So you are dismissed, you are hurled off into a random direction, that being 1, 2, you're hurled back onto the boat. So you actually jump up, grab it, it's a vortex, you're spun round, whoa! You crash onto the surface of the boat. Woo! These guys are whipping you. Who's next?
If only we were all
I
together.
feel like I've got the upper hand at the moment.
Oh, you take 1 hit point damage.
Yeah.
Who's next?
That's all right.
Just keep putting them behind.
You were going there. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're back
This
to me.
isn't good.
We're going back to me. I'm going to die.
And then turn
I'm
over.
gonna
As soon as you
just-
take your turn, go next.
Yeah.
So we can see who it is. So turn the card over, yeah.
Okay.
And now we know. Excellent.
It's John
put
next.
it
Wait, this
behind.
doesn't feel right at
No,
all.
that's not right.
That's not right. It's
Who
2
cares?
and 3
Let's go with
next.
that.
Who goes? That's fine.
Cool. I'm happy with that. I'm
Then
next.
2 and 3, then 1.
Oh my goodness! Seriously! You know how difficult this is?
Yeah, cool.
Not!
Alright, I'm doing the same thing
Good,
again.
Good.
I've still got
Excellent.
3 stones, so I'm
Fantastic.
shoving another one and bestowing another curse.
Excellent. Go for it.
Alrighty. Here's the stone.
AC
you know.
21.
Oh, yeah. Lots.
19.
Oh, good.
Plus 20, 30, that is, yeah. So that is
She's annoyed.
7.
7.
Magic.
Two.
That's
Excellent.
magic.
Yep.
So is there a reduction on magic damage?
Yep, that'll do it.
And then bestow curse is a DC 17 will save.
DC 17. It's got has a very poor will, you would know. And it fails.
Excellent. It is minus 6 to con, please.
Okay, good. So it's hit dice minus. Okay, so it is 10 hit dice, so minus 6, so 30 hit points are gone. Woo! Excellent.
Nice.
And minus 4 to everything.
Minus 4 to other just bonus rolls.
Yeah. And that's permanent, by the way.
Woo! Yeah! Describe what you say and what you do and what it does.
Ooh, touch me without my permission. Shove the stone, and basically, yeah, just leave my hands in there throbbing.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
It's spinning, hurtling like a vortex, just
And
like
I'm
a
naked, of course.
fantastic
Yeah,
movie
looking
Twister.
Far more sexy than I do.
Excellent.
Just have to use our imaginations. Mary.
Absolutely, absolutely, viewers. Right.
Alright.
Littlies.
At this point, you hear this kind of, like this sound like. And coming flying through the sky, trailing a billowing trail of black ash, come these burning red balls of fire up in the air.
Red balls of fire.
And they won't get there yet, but they look like they're going to crash in approximately 6 seconds.
So 6 rounds.
No, one round. Number 2 and 3, is it those 2 little guys?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
This guy's going to just try and whip around. What's your combat maneuver bonus? Defense.
26.
26.
Oh my god.
Actually, 28.
28?
Because I've got Cat's Grace. And it's plus 2.
If it was 26, he rolled 26.
Well,
But
it's
since
plus 2
you're
dex,
28,
is that right?
yeah, that's fantastic, absolutely. So it thrashes, and you just by almost magical grace managed to stay
Invent
on.
the
totally.
hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Oh, almost fell
Bodacious.
off.
Bodacious.
The other one scores a 17 against you.
Against my CMB?
And no, against your armor, so
Oh,
it
against my armor.
doesn't do anything.
Right.
Crashes against you, but it proves ineffective. Next! And put that one on the bottom.
Oh, well, I happen to be here.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I've got the surfboard stuck inside this thing.
Excellent.
Alright, and I'm hanging upside down by one hand, doing hang 10, or 2 hands. My sword drops down. I'm going to try and stab it through the surfboard and pin it into this
Fantastic.
creature in some fashion.
Excellent. I'm going to give you. I'm going to take away. Make a DR2 instead of DR5. Oh!
So I think it's a hit.
AC 18?
Where am I? 17, 18, 19,
19.
20,
Yeah,
21.
Easy peasy.
Oh!
And you take second attack as well.
Do I? Because I pulled out my sword.
You drew your
Draw a
sword.
sword and then use it.
Whoa, that's pretty
Kind
good
of a
though.
action.
10 points of damage.
10 points of
Do
damage.
you want me to do it or not? Second attack or no attack?
No, you can't
Yeah,
draw
cool.
your sword yet. Fantastic. Whoa! So now
Nice.
so through the
And I've got
board.
a handle now.
Excellent.
You got a runner.
I got a run! What are the fins on the bottom?
Yeah, baby.
This thing's going off out to sea, of course.
You're finding out all sorts of amazing stuff about.
I'm gonna open up this tourist
Bombing
surfing thing.
Yeah.
Next is at number
Jad the
1.
boards. Jad the boards.
Yeah.
This thing rises up to dump on you,
Okay.
as it were, and
used to that.
comes crashing down.
Take a dump on you.
Yeah, it's gonna take a dump on me. I'm gonna hurt it. Too.
Ooh,
That'll hit.
20,
Yep,
33 or something.
That'll hit.
Just.
Excellent.
Yeah, just.
And it does 22 hit points damage. Just as it completely crashes down on top of
Not
you.
22.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Alright.
Yep.
It's crashed its entire weight like a crashing wave.
I can still.
That's my game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, I'm still can do something.
Yeah, I'm
You should
gonna
buff us. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind a bit of buffing.
So
no.
I can't
Maybe
buff
buff,
you.
buff
too
my
far.
surfboard.
Yeah, range.
Huh?
I'm
Too far
gonna.
away.
Is it falling back
It
from
needs
me?
a robe of resonance for that.
It's,
Are we
your
moving?
sword is
no,
crashed
sorry.
into it. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
move it sort of 5 feet and you 5 feet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just come at it again with
Yeah.
my flaming sword and just
You've got 2 attacks against this thing.
hacking away at this
Excellent.
thing.
AC 18.
Is
So-
there a barrel of fish?
Whoa! What is the melee attack?
Yep.
You decapitate.
Oh,
the
slashing?
water.
Slashing.
Double damage plus 1 con bleed. Fantastic.
Nice.
That's already
What
a
is
So
it?
double, so double
What's it-
damage, which is huge.
Double damage, but not double fire.
Roll really high, Johnny. It's my advice.
That's right.
Not like that. That's average.
5 plus all the bonuses.
Twice.
Twice, that's right.
So,
So,
hang
roll-
on, what?
so what's your damage? 2
So 5 plus 8,
30.
13, double is 26.
And you did roll twice, actually, yeah.
Oh, roll twice.
You rolled twice, yeah.
So 6 plus another 8.
Yeah.
40.
14 and 13
14
is
and 30 is 27.
27 minus 5.
Okay, yeah.
And
the
5 damage of 2.
224. Whoa, this thing is shreds of wind. So it's like a vortex, but whole chunks of it are tearing off as it spins and flying out around it.
I attack it again.
You attack it again? Oh, you do! Oh my
That
god!
was double damage,
I'm
not
a
second
fighter.
attack.
That's right. Ooh, AC 18.
Yeah, 16, so I'm gonna do it.
Oh no! Excellent.
Oh well.
It's worth a
Next.
shot.
Who's next?
That'll be you, Natan.
Using my. Can't buff anybody really at the moment, so I'm
You
gonna.
could have buffed me.
You can buff Murray.
Man.
Can you heal him or anything like that?
Yeah, healing would be good.
I can heal you. Yeah, I've got
Plus,
a
like 20.
a wand of minor
36.
cure light wounds.
36. Yeah, I lost 36.
I thought you were level 7.
It's okay, Murray. Help has arrived with a wand of cure minor wounds. Minor light wounds.
Cure minor light wounds.
That doesn't
I'm
make
like,
sense.
one double
Cure
wound.
light
wounds.
wounds. Cure light wounds.
Yeah.
1d6 plus whatever, yeah.
So it's 1d6.
1d8 actually. So you run at him? At her?
No, I'm just on
Like
the
this?
ground. No. Well, no, I got a cure him, so that's my main turn.
So
So
you
I
touch her. Yeah.
No, it's a cure light. It's kind of just like.
I think it's touch, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I run at your naked body.
So it's
I'll
crashed.
protect you.
So what's happened?
I don't
Is
think
she's
I'm-
there.
I don't
It's
think I'm
risen up
noticing.
like a breaking wave, and it's crashed onto her and dissipated. It's falling through the boards.
Yeah.
And you run up. You leap off the boat and running across the deck.
Yeah.
And you touch her.
Dealing-
Naked body.
Dealing.
1d8 plus 3 healing. Let's say. Sorry if we're blubbering the rules, but that's what it's going to be.
Looks like a D8.
Oh, why are
Might
you
be a
using
D8.
those dice?
If it takes 15 minutes.
1 plus how much?
3.
4
points.
4.
Hooray!
Hey, that was my whole turn.
It's because she sort of lunges away from you.
Yeah, what's on this part of the dock?
Lots of splintered wood, and
And where's this thing?
it's actually probably below the boards now, I guess.
Yeah, it's sort of splashed through, hasn't it?
So if I touch a part of it, like in a drip left of it, will that
Yeah.
affect it?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do another curse on it.
Yeah, go for it.
Take its con like so low it's going to be.
Oh, did you take the one con lead?
Yes. Okay. Yep. So next round it'll lose its dice in hit points. So as soon as it gets a turn, it'll die.
You just step back.
Can I say how much damage have we done to this one?
Lots.
Yeah, I took 30 off.
30
the last
off,
one.
yeah.
I've done almost nothing to mine, but that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Other others.
What are you doing, Belgona?
Well, I can do spark,
Yeah?
That can be
Which
good
will-
against water.
ignite anything flammable.
Not these. It's raining as well. But
Yeah, magical fly. No, I'm just going to curse it again.
yeah.
I got my third stone.
Fantastic. Will
Drop
save?
my magic pebble. Oh, drop my
Will
and another
save.
will save 16.
It's will save. For future reference, elementals have appalling will saves. +2.
Oh, no! You should be rolling that
It
die.
should be. It ain't doing nothing.
Yep, alrighty.
Burning through those
Burning
curses.
through the
In fact,
through
you
the
drop
big
your-
little spark, and I drop my stone.
Oh,
With a number 1. Your
oh man, what
Your
a terrible.
head
You
is-
rolled a 1 and he
He
rolled
rolled
a
a
your
20.
head is spinning. You've just been
Yeah.
sort of touched
Oh.
surprisingly by.
You're just feeling really like embarrassed and exposed.
So yeah. Beginning to notice that
When
I.
did Marcus Rutherford touch her?
Yeah, maybe. I've noticed.
So
I've noticed he touched me.
bad.
And felt,
He was going to touch you on the shoulder, but you sort of lunged away
yeah,
like
maybe.
this.
Oh,
was a touch
boom
of
grace. It was a
That's
boom
right.
grace.
My
heal.
spell worked. He now rolls 1 for the rest of the game.
It was a boom grace. Heal light wounds.
Terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Next.
that's
That was me.
So
2 and 3.
Little ones.
So this one actually disintegrates, as we said.
Yes.
It's twisting and bits tear off, and you were just splashing over, and it dissolves. Yeah. Where's this one?
We need to get together. Like, we need to come together because I can't damage this thing.
Burning through the sky with, as we said, this sound of it's coming, hurtling this elemental down here. This one comes sailing over the top of you, where the other elemental was. And this
I hold
one,
my sword up as it comes through.
and this one crashes. This one crashes down into the boards.
Mhm.
It's right where you are.
Do they catch on fire?
Whoa! It dries the boards out.
Yes.
At least steam.
I'm just going to give a minus 5 attack against you. So it doesn't. You managed to. Yeah, you're sort of reeling, and you see this thing coming. At the last moment, you managed to
Okay.
back out of the way, and the flames, like the Terminator 2 or whatever it is, go crashing through the deck while still staying coherent. And you hear this sort of ungodly scream and a hiss as these two elementals pound together underneath the dock.
To make the steam
It's
element.
It's so descriptive.
Their child, the steam element.
Meanwhile, this one sinks. Drops into the water. and you're left surfing along on your
Oh
boat.
yeah, you can cruise right into the docks and then do
I'll
something.
steer it with my
Yeah,
rudder.
baby.
You should come over
You
here.
just stand up
Surely
paddleboarding.
it has to take damage from the sword rudder
Is
as
it-
it disappears.
Yeah, give me an attack.
Is
Give me an
it flying
attack
away?
against
Is it trying swimming away?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So give me an attack against it.
Okay,
Attack
as
opportunity.
it's going on, can I backflip? Okay, no, I'll do that.
Give an attack of opportunity.
I hit
18. Yep. Excellent.
my sword and did 2.
Two.
Okay, wait. As I yank it out, I guess.
Ah, fantastic.
And surf the waves.
Yep. There's all these waves.
So
Whose
apparently
turn
it's
is
my
it?
next turn after these 2.
Excellent. So you're turning around on your
Alright.
surfboard, waving this. Yeah. So as it sinks,
As it's sinking, the
it
waves.
displaces a whole lot of water.
Yeah.
Woof. And this elemental is coming straight at your head.
I'd like to backflip over as it goes through and land back.
Fantastic.
Back on the board again.
Back on the board. Is that
Oh!
Give me acrobatics. DC 17.
Come on. Yes, easy.
Yes.
DC 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Fantastic. But that elemental
Oh, I hope
crashes.
there's like an artist painting this
That's
as
right.
it's happening.
It's fantastic.
I'll see a picture of myself.
There's this 11-year-old kid standing on the deck.
No, sorry, I'm sorry, but there's naked boobies over there. Sorry.
Oh.
No one's noticing your form on the board, baby.
There's an 11-year-old going to
Yeah, all the artistic
No,
teenagers
they're
are all
watching.
watching.
They're watching the tutorial like awesome.
This is all mist and steam and everything.
Yeah, you got a couple of girls watching there. They're like, "What's he doing?" Whereas,
Surely there's a couple of people with tens holding it up like this. Come on, give me that.
all the boys are over here.
Who's next? Oh, number one, the big one.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's under the boards now,
Currently fighting a flame.
So there's this crashing, writhing underneath, and bits of flame and steam are hurtling out from underneath the boards, and then crashing up through the deck where it is, and the boards are splintered apart. This elemental rises right up in front of you, and sort of arches back up with bits flying off it for one more big strike at you. And
Did it give us
go.
-4?
Oh yeah, it's in very bad shape.
Right.
Next, it's about to really drop itself totally. Oh, Jediah is so
Again?
far away from everything.
So this fire elemental's not
Yep,
there, is it?
that's right. It's
Is it underneath?
it's still heading.
Oh, it's there.
You went into the water.
Yeah, it's heading in that direction.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem to be paying.
You should hit it with your fire weapon.
I don't think that.
Then heal it.
You notice what's happening over there.
Yeah, I would. So
Just turn and see Belladonna
Drop your
looking
sword, pull
looking
you.
up at this thing that's rising up, about to dump all the weight of
how many feet away is that?
looks about sort of 20 squares or something. So maybe
20 squares.
100 feet maybe.
Less than 110?
I reckon so. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna notch an arrow. Or two.
You only get a -2 after that.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
So, yeah, I'm gonna
Drop your sword.
drop my sword and fire it.
Goes straight through the plane.
Help you guys.
Cry out! Do you cry out, Belladonna?
I don't know.
He's not that kind of guy, is he?
I think I'm just.
You just
I
pull
think
this
it's a
just-
guy between. What?
You can fire twice if you like.
Yeah.
Is
I might.
there any barrels of fish oil or whale oil around here at all?
No, because he would have said that when I said I was going to cast spark.
Yeah.
But now that he's had a good look around, is there like a whale bone? or
Yeah, I reckon
anything
this
around the
boat
place?
here is laden down with oil.
Oh, come on, come on, use it, Johnny.
Or me.
Touches the flame.
If you've recently watched my video about saying yes to your players, you'll notice what happened there.
Oh, I didn't even realise. Oh,
Yeah. You know the other thing? John's
Alright.
watched that
That's
episode.
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Is there a
Taking
song
advantage
also?
of your GM. The next music.
Go for it, Johnny.
All right. Well,
Blackmail.
yeah. I suppose I should aim for the oil.
With a fire, is it a fire arrow or anything?
Can you-
yeah,
can
no,
you
I've
touch
got,
the
I've
flames
got oil.
over here?
I've got oil of flame arrow.
Oh, yes.
So I'll just use that.
So I'll let you load up the arrow.
Yeah. So will that just be one shot? Because I gotta load it up and then fire.
It all depends on
Yeah, I
one
probably
shot.
shouldn't let you do that, but it's such a great idea. I'll let you do that.
Excellent.
Go for it.
Go on,
Come on, Johnny. You gotta hit it.
Come on, Johnny.
What is that? What is it? To hit a
You're
barrel
not,
of oil?
you're not going to call out at them or anything like that to get out of the way.
No.
No fire. Watch out!
Once it's in the air, I've
Um,
got like a second.
I see. Yeah, you'll easily make it with that roll of 9.
So 9 and 8 is 17. Yeah.
Oh, like a flaming flame. Well,
Flaming
Everyone,
arrow.
I hate to interrupt, but I think you're going to get hit by a...
Look out!
Fantastic. You guys see this
Alright.
pop into the top of this barrel,
Yeah, yeah.
and you see this flame just start to spread on top
Yep.
of the
Alright.
barrel.
What are you gonna do?
Well, that changes
Get out of there!
everything.
I'm going to dance.
Don't dance, run. Just run.
Yeah, I suspect that might be a good
I'm just
tactic.
gonna.
Ah! Are you gonna run? I surely you jump
Onto
into
the
water.
roof.
Surely you jump
Oh,
into the
yeah.
water.
Leap off. Whoa!
Yeah.
And I grab her.
You grab her.
No. I wouldn't let you.
Don't touch me. You've
Don't
already
touch
done
me.
enough
Yeah,
with that
I'm
wand.
on an anti. Yeah. You're just going for another booze race. How damaged is this thing looking?
Very. I mean that's it. It's got on. Yeah.
It's about to explode, right? That's
Oh,
why
it's about to explode.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of protection on your body at the moment.
No. I'm gonna.
Less than you
I'm gonna.
normally have.
What's your swim like?
No,
game.
not the best. Not the best.
I'm pretty sure you'll die.
This is Murray, a little intimidating.
Yeah. No. I'm going to.
I would get out of there.
By holding it.
All right. Yeah. No. I'm jumping in the water as well.
You're gonna jump in the water.
Yeah.
So I do grab you.
Yeah.
He does grab her, yeah. Grabs her by the hand, maybe, in a loving and appropriate way. And you
then
two jump off.
I reactivate Armor of Bones as I go under.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
The
And I get caught up in
Don't try it, buddy. He's like, ow, my hand!
with an enormous ka-vroom, ka-vroom, ka-vroom.
What does that sound like?
That's...
The boat blows up.
Oh my goodness!
6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6. Can we add those up? Because that's really cool.
amazing.
That's amazing.
It's got 24 hit points left.
It doesn't anymore, no.
10, 20, 30, 40, 52.
52.
On
Murray, are you
10d6?
glad that you got out?
Yeah, on 10d6.
52 on 10d6.
That is
That's
amazing.
amazing.
So yeah, the boat explodes, an enormous ball of flame.
There's
And
1, 4, and
And
everything
it's the,
else
ball,
is
it's the
5
flame
and
elemental.
the flame's actually caught up in the.
Yeah. Immune to
flies
flame,
up, that's
hopefully.
right,
as
yeah.
opposed to-
How much health does it get back?
Oh, it's happy. It flies off with
Until
gleeful
it
wings.
falls down to the water and basically.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break there, I reckon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.